What's up YouTube, this is Tech Time Today, and I am doing my second ever game commentary. This one is going to be discussing a piece of news that was just announced about Battlefield 3. Supposedly it will have 10 times the unlockables of Battlefield Bad Company 2. This is extremely surprising considering that Bad Company 2 actually has a really good amount of unlockables. You could play for about a year to unlock everything. No, probably less than that. Definitely several months. Not a year, but definitely several months to get all the challenges and unlock all the weapons and everything. And Battlefield 3 is supposed to have 10 times that amount. So be prepared to play for years and years if you're aiming to get every single unlock and every single challenge. The one thing where I can see this go wrong is, well, two things mainly. One is it could intimidate new players. They may, seeing that Battlefield 3 is more of a realistic shooter than Call of Duty, and also seeing that it has that many unlocks, new users may be intimidated because of how much more skill it takes than Call of Duty and how much longer it takes to unlock everything. For people who haven't played Battlefield games before, it could put them off because they might not want to put in all that work and just aren't used to seeing so much unlockables. So I could see that potentially hurting the game to newcomers. And the second thing was that what was I gonna say? Alright, I don't want the challenges to be too individual oriented. Like if the challenges are like destroy the objective in Rush 1,000 times, I wouldn't care because you're playing the objective. The whole point is to get the objective. But then if one of the challenges is get 10,000 kills, then everybody's just going to camp and try and get kills, and it'll turn into Call of Duty with better graphics, which is exactly what I don't want to have happen. Things like, even if it's one where it's like revive your teammates 1,000 times, that could still be potentially bad because the person will not be playing the objective and defending the boxes in Rush or attacking them or getting bases in Conquest. They won't be doing that. They'll just be following you around, reviving you the whole time, even if you're in a bad situation to be revived in. So, I mean, it could be bad if they do stuff like that, but if they do things like capture the objective in Conquest, destroy the boxes in Rush, they'll be fine. So those are my two concerns. But 10 times the unlockables of Bad Company 2, I'm still like taken aback by how much they've added. I didn't really think that would even be possible to have 10 times more unlockables and challenges than Bad Company 2. But they did it, so Battlefield 3 looks like it's shaping up to be a really good game. DICE definitely poured in a lot of hours onto this. And I never did play the original Battlefields. The first Battlefield game I got into was Battlefield Bad Company, which I have on my PS3. Then I got Bad Company 2 on the Xbox, which I recently gave away. So I decided to get it again for the PC, make some gameplay videos on that to honor the release of Battlefield 3 coming up. So definitely extremely excited for Battlefield 3. But the unlockables could go either way, as I said before. Also about Battlefield 3, I'm hoping that the Frostbite 2 engine is optimized a little bit because, I mean, it's going to have amazing graphics. We know that already, but I hope it's optimized because if you guys remember CryEngine 1 with Crysis, the graphics were great, but it was optimized terribly. It it was like 3 or 4 years before anything could max it out with acceptable frame rates. It was so bloated, the code, it was unbelievable. You couldn't, it was terrible. But CryEngine 3 on the other hand has better graphics than Crysis 1, but is able to run on mid-range hardware. Crysis 2 was just released several months ago, and I have a mid-range PC that I'm running it completely fine on. So I'm hoping that Frostbite 2 is similar to that, but not sure how that's going to go. So Battlefield 3, I'm hoping it outsells Modern Warfare 3 just to send a message to Activision. Not that I hate Activision anyway. Call of Duty 4 is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. But they've just been regurgitating the same thing over and over again since 2006 or 7. So I'm really hoping that Battlefield 3 outsells it. I know that it won't, but I'm hoping that it will. Just to send a message to Activision, because if Activision gets some competition, you've seen what they can do. With Call of Duty 4 and even Call of Duty 5, they had 2 amazing games, and then it really started going downhill from there. If Battlefield 3 can bring out that kind of competition from Activision again, then we'll see great games. Because we know that they have really talented developers at Activision. So they just need some competition to incite some innovativeness. You know, DICE is being innovative with these games, so hopefully it'll make Activision do the same thing. Because the more competition, the better. It's always better to have competition. Alright, so I think that is going to be it for my commentary, so I'll just let you enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, it's just you left in your squad. Enemy charge has been planted. We gotta get our asses over there and defuse it now. your back out there. You're all we got left in your squad.